Hello people, and welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. I need the followers, so please. Anyways, let's get started. Today we will be talking about the Bechtel test and then some films, some movies, which is very fun. Yes, it is. So we're gonna start off, for those of you who don't know or don't remember what the Bechtel test, if you have come across it before, it is a test done, it's a test done on any given film. There are 3 criteria to pass the test. 1, there has to be 2 named women in the film. 2, they have to talk to each other. And 3, the conversation has to be something other than one of the male characters in the film, other than a man. Now, just because the movie passes the test, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a feminist film or that there's good representation of women in that film. And just because it doesn't pass the test doesn't mean that it's a bad film or that there isn't a good representation of women. What it does tell us is how little female characters there are in movies and how important male characters are to the plot. So I'm gonna name some fun statistics, So these statistics are on the top 100 grossing films of 2012. 4.1% of directors were women, 12.2% of writers were women, 20% of producers were women, and out of 4,475 speaking roles, only 28.4% were women. And when more women were involved in the production, it was more likely that the film had female cast members. Yes. So on to our fun little activity. We're gonna try out 2 films. We're gonna try it out on the Bechtel test. This is an actual website that you can go to, and it does it for you. It doesn't have all the films, and you can add films if you'd seen it and they don't have it. You can add it yourself if you want. So the 2 films we're gonna do is Transformers and Alien. And the reason I chose 2 films is because I want to. Okay? If you don't want to see this, then go away. No, stay. I need the views. Stay. Thank you. So we're gonna start off with Alien, directed by Ridley Scott. Oh, look that! It passes the test. That's awesome. All in all, I really love this film. Just altogether as a thriller horror movie, even from looking at it from a feminist point of view, it's just peak. And everybody knows that classic scene, or at least your parents do. I don't know how old you are, so now let's get a little more technical about it. From the very beginning, Ripley, the main character, was the one making the right calls. Out of everybody, she was the logical one. She wanted to follow protocol. After those 3 there went off to do the planet investigating, they came back and she wanted to follow protocol and make them go into quarantine for, I think it was 24 hours. She said, no, beep, we're not gonna listen to you. We want the alien. Right off the bat, we know that she's smart, she's logical, she's cunning. Throughout the movie, she finds ways to evade the monster, try to kill him. We got the flamethrower there. That was awesome. She's portrayed as, not this prissy little beautiful woman. She doesn't have her hair done, she doesn't have her makeup done. She's just as sweaty and bruised and gross as everybody else on the crew. That's the way she was portrayed, that's the way she acts. She doesn't care what everybody else thinks. Just great. Now, let's move on to Transformers is our second movie. So now let's go see. So it looks like it also passes. Oh my god. Are you for real? Have you seen Transformers? I'm very shocked and surprised, and no, you can't have a fry. So Transformers, directed by Michael Bay, passed the test, surprisingly. Now I've got a few issues with this movie, mainly about, what's her name? Michaela. Now, I love Megan Fox. Her acting was great. No problem with her. It's the camera, the director, that I have problems with. Do you know why? Do you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because the camera shows her like an object. She is smart. She has a background in mechanics, extremely important to the plot, unlike somebody, Sam, useless. She has her own thoughts, emotions, but no, we're gonna look at her like she's just this pretty little girl, helpless, doesn't know what she's doing, and we're gonna ignore her. In this scene, the camera just shows her her body. Like, it just goes like, it just shows her body, completely undermining anything she's saying. Perfect example of the male gaze, you know? Michael Bay chose this position of the camera just to please every other man, heterosexual male out there who's gonna enjoy the show and doesn't care about anything else. So if she would have been shown differently, she probably would have been remembered as a super smart character instead of everybody thinking she was just a pretty face. Anyways, I get really angry about that. But this will be the end of our video. Thank you very much for staying and watching. It's very important to me. And I hope you watch all my future videos. I hope you enjoyed it. All this to say is that keep your minds open, you know, maybe think a little bit about what you're watching, what they're showing you, how they're showing it to you, and, you know, use your brains a little bit. Don't just be mindless drones in this corporate universe. So, you know, think about it. I don't want a flamethrower. That would be cool. I'll get to my cat eating my fries. Check it out. Hello. Ow. He's sniffing. Anyways.